Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
It doesn't really take a lot of money to create a very good experience in audio or video. Granted, when it comes to audio and video equipment, it seems to be that the more you spend on something, the better quality you might receive. That's not always true, though. You might remember years ago when I used Canon's GL2 to live stream my home office, the quality was really bad, and it was bad for a lot of different reasons. I could have done better, certainly, but I was doing the best with the tools that I had at my disposal. This camera is a better camera. The audio that I'm using now, at least in conjunction with this very simple microphone, is, I think, a little better than the audio that I was recording years ago with a camera that would have been argued was a better camera. It was a television quality camera. But you don't have to spend a lot of money to have good audio and video production. So we listed out on the article on LockerGnome.com top 5 audio and video gadgets that we use every single day. And you're free to agree or disagree. And here's the thing. We share these LockerGnome articles. If you don't go to LockerGnome.com and comment and share and tweet and like all the articles you see over there, we don't know what you want. So based on today's usage, nobody wants me talking about PCs. Nobody wants me talking about robots. And depending on how many people actually like and share the article about audio and video equipment, it will seem that we'll see how many people want me talking about audio and video equipment. That's the only way we know you guys want to hear what we have to share. So Matt's listed off some of his favorites. I got to tell you, even though it's not perfect, I've been pretty happy with this lav mic, or lavalier. Lav for short. It's an Audio-Technica ATR 3350. I'm going to have to commit that to memory because people ask what mic I'm using right now, and it's fine. It's good. The only thing that I would say is a bit frustrating is that I don't have a true limiter right now. So sometimes if I get really, really loud and the gain is not set according to my average speaking pattern, it can pop. You'll hear pops in the audio, and that's what's happening essentially. There's too much audio, and it can't handle it. There's no limitation. So that being said, this only cost me like $20. This mic right here. It's a cheapie, but it works. You don't need to have massively expensive equipment. I also have the Rode mic, which sits, pardon me, atop the camera. Let's see here. Let's just pop it off here. Maybe. Sorry, I'm as I'm doing this, you're moving around. How you doing? Second. I wasn't expecting I'd pull this off, but I just want to show you. The Rode mic, which I talked about in an earlier video. This is it, and it's a nice microphone. I have used it before, and it does work well. The challenge with using this during a live TLDR broadcast is when I'm recording the video, the fan from the computer that I'm using to record the video on, because it's convenient for me to use here, starts kicking in. And so this microphone is so good, it picks up the fan noise. In fact, this mic is probably also picking up the fan noise, but not as much as this particular mic would be picking up the fan noise. I've tried different equipment, expensive equipment and cheap equipment, and ultimately, if it produces something of quality where people are asking, what are you using, then I know I'm using the right equipment. I have used, the video recording capabilities on my iPhone, whether it was the 4 or the 4S, and people have asked, what camera are you using? Because it was done that well. The 4S has an outstanding video camera built in with optical image stabilization. Is it as awesome as what you might find in a DSLR? Well, it depends. I may use my DSLR for video recording sometimes and not other times. When would I use it? When I'm taking a static shot and I can focus in on a subject. When would I not use it? If I plan on moving around or the subject's moving around, because then I could not get, I couldn't change the focus as easily. So, it just really depends on what it is you might be using at the time, which equipment you would want to use for that particular session. So it's nice to have all these options. Matt goes on and talks about Samsung's HM3500 Bluetooth stereo headset, a Vixia HFR20, which of course is from Canon. The camera used for this particular recording is the Canon HV40. This was a gift, by the way, from YouTube last year. I was going to tell him I use the Canon HV30 for the live video feed at live.perillo.com. I am surrounded by a lot of audio and video equipment. You could use a webcam if you wanted to. Webcams generally do not produce amazing quality. I mean, especially if you're talking about Logitech. Logitech has awesome hardware, but they need to fire every single software engineer they have working for Logitech. They can't develop software worth anything. This is pretty much worthless. Any Logitech webcam I've ever used is pretty much worthless because of the software, especially on Mac OS X. Don't even waste your money on Logitech's hardware with Macs. I'm sure it works well with Windows, but on Mac OS X, yeah, not so much. It's pretty bad. Logitech software is skanky. You can quote me on that too. So, yeah, you can cheap out sometimes and still get good quality, or you can cheap out and get crappy quality. Check out product reviews. Let us know what you think about our budgetary conscious guide, our list of really affordable audio and video gadgets that can help you get the job done. The article again, lockergnome.com.